So MIT Technology Review published this article about how people who try so hard to look unique and individual all end up looking exactly the same. Then this hipster said he was going to sue them because they used his photo to illustrate the story without permission, only for it to turn out that the generic hipster photo was of a different person, thereby proving the entire premise of the story that all hipsters look the same. The man emailed the review accusing the publication of a slanderous lack of basic journalistic ethics and calling the article poorly written and insulting. His badass parting shot: "I am of course pursuing legal action." But the bearded bro offered no mea culpa after being informed that his likeness did not accompany the article, instead writing back to the mag, "Oh, I guess you're right, it's not."
Hipsters look so much alike that they can't tell themselves apart from stock photos.
Which all serves to illustrate that in this age of cultural stagnation and NPC mass obedience, those who try so hard that they've convinced themselves that they're the ultimate non-conformists are actually the biggest conformists. East London is full of them.
The idiots are self-regarding consumer slaves, oblivious to the paradox of their uniform individuality. They sculpt their hair to casual perfection. They wear their waistbands below their balls. They babble into handheld twit machines about that cool email of the woman being bombed by a wolf. Their cool friend made it. He's an idiot too. Welcome to the age of stupidity. Hail the rise of the idiots.
Virtue signalling about how much they care about the minorities and the poor, while simultaneously moving into areas en masse, gentrifying them, and then making them completely unaffordable for minorities and the poor, who are then forced to leave because they can't afford to pay 10 quid for a bowl of Cheerios at the oh-so-trendy serial killer cafe. But it is run by these two, and they look cool. Are you really queuing up because you're that keen for a helping of Sugar Puffs that you could buy at Tesco for 89p? Or is it for the Instagram selfie so you can broadcast to everyone how cool you are?
They use the word cool. It is their favourite word. The idiot doesn't think about what it is saying. Thinking is rubbish, and rubbish isn't cool. Stuff and shit is cool.
They bulldozed an entire block of social housing to build a Whole Foods for you. That might normally produce painful pangs of guilt. But the other day you signed that petition on change.org calling for Trump to be impeached because he's a racist. Conscience cleared. But what to do in the evenings when you live in one of London's several East End hipster ghettos? Should you manage to make it without being robbed, stabbed or groomed, there's always the Feminist Fight Club, where fat 20-somethings with triple-barreled names and inherited wealth who attend prestigious London universities whine about how oppressed they
I
are.
have experienced moments of a lot of suppression and repression, or not moments, but a lifetime of that actually.
While rolling around in their sweaty underwear. That's cool. What to do as a profession when you live in one of London's several East End hipster ghettos? Get a gig writing pretentious articles for Vice UK in which you scoff at right-wing YouTubers. I mean, no one fucking reads them and you still cry wank yourself to sleep, but when you tell people, it sounds cool. And if you live a little further north, there's always the Notting Hill Carnival. I mean, it's the festival best known for rampant degeneracy, gang warfare and stabbings, but the food, man, the food's really cool. Plus, there's the opportunity to pretend that that black person you're dancing with is your actual friend and post it on social media, when in reality, you don't even know any black people, because they were all ethnically cleansed out of your gentrified hipster enclave when the rent skyrocketed. That's cool. Meanwhile, over in the United States, we now have a hipster presidential candidate, Beto O'Rourke, and his fucking skateboard. Look at me. Look how relatable I am. I'm just like you. I'm cool. Vote. Vote for me. Vote for me! Actually, I take it all back. Given Beto's penchant for drink driving, probably best to stick to the skateboard. That's cool. Hipster restaurants like this one in Austin, Texas. This isn't human food, it's cat food. Sides aren't even on the menu because sides aren't cool. Dessert was literally a Hershey-type chocolate bar surrounded by crumbs and Ponzi generic ice cream shaped like tits.
Do you still drink coffee? I don't drink coffee anymore, it's too mainstream. I just go to the roaster and suckle the beans.
I'll tell you what hipsters don't drink. Turbo Force, your #1 go-to source for quick, accessible energy. Oh yes, link in description. Also, you're not gluten intolerant. You're just a dickhead. Yeah, but I raise my own chickens because battery cages are so not cool. I mean, I abandoned the chickens to an overwhelmed animal shelter after I found out it was too much hard work. But at least I got the Instagram selfie. And that was cool. Evil tobacco companies are exploiting the third world and killing millions of people. Get out on the streets with that placard for the Instagram selfie. You don't smoke, you vape. Because vaping is cool. Oh wait, the vast majority of vape companies are owned by big tobacco. Yeah, but at least you got the Instagram selfie, and that's cool. You use cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin because Bitcoin is cool. I just really like the privacy aspect of it, you know? Meanwhile, you're literally glued 24/7 to a surveillance hub that records and transmits your every movement and conversation. But I guess that's cool. You wear skinny jeans because skinny jeans are cool. I mean, they literally crush your balls and lower your sperm count. They can cause twisted testicles and urinary tract infections. But given all the tofu you consume, your balls have already shrunk to the size of raisins anyway. And that's worth it because skinny jeans are cool. Apparently, it's now trendy to guzzle your own piss. But that isn't much of a taste change for hipsters because they've been drinking craft beer for years. And that's cool. Listen up, hipsters. You're not edgy, you're not interesting, you're not one of a kind. Wearing the same uniform, same beard, and spouting the same soy-infused opinions isn't unique. If you really want to be non-conforming, wear a MAGA hat and walk the streets of downtown Portland. Then you'll get a real taste of what happens to non-conforming people. And none of this is my opinion. No. It's science. According to the work of Jonathan Tabool at Brandeis University in Massachusetts, members of the hipster population always become synchronized with each other's fashions and behavior, which is why they all look the same.
So in effect, anti-conformists actually conform to their own new conformity. That's what they dubbed the hipster effect.
In other words, the hipster effect is the inevitable outcome of the behavior of large numbers of people, meaning it's the ultimate act of conformity. And conformity, that's definitely not cool.
Wait, if everything in Portland is weird, isn't weird normal?
Please click the big red button to subscribe. It really helps me when you do that. And click the bell to allow notifications so you never miss a new video.